For many years, coins were pretty much useless in Mario games, as they only gave you secret bonus stars or 1-ups when you collected 100 of those. Super Mario Odyssey decided to allow you to use those yellow yucky things to buy new costumes and secret power moons, which makes me even happier to attempt to beat this game without touching a single one, because it will actually make the game more difficult. The rules are simple. Never touch a single coin. Whoa, nice t-shirt, Nico. Yeah, that's so epic. Introducing the Rules Are Simple merch. You can finally show your support to the Coinless crew by sporting a t-shirt that proves you're not a dum-dum that touches coins while playing Mario games. You can get this t-shirt in many colors and all sizes, so make sure to click the link in the bio to buy yours after this video. But for real though, the rules are simple. We are going to try to beat Super Mario Odyssey without actually touching a single coin. This also includes the purple coins that are scattered all over the world. You see those two lovely coin counters on the top left over there? Well, we need to keep them both at 0, or else we fail. Touching a purple coin automatically saves your game and ruins your day, so I suggest always having 2 saves so you have a backup. And it actually saved my life a couple of times during my playthrough. Now that everything has been set, let's just jump into it. And our story begins with us getting punched and completely wrecked by Bowser. He's not playing games this time. After getting smashed away to the Bonneton kingdom, we get to meet the lovely Cappy, who will be of great use for this quest. But he might also be a problem, because throwing out our hat can sometimes lead to collecting dirty coins. Speaking of, this kingdom doesn't have that many coins in your path, but just make sure not to follow this evil tutorial down there, as you might touch some coins if you do. I can't believe Nintendo is actually trolling me in a challenge. That is so uncool. After making our way to the other side of that bridge, we come across the first cave where we turn into a cute frog. All of those golden rings are full of evil coins, so we are going to have to make our way up this cave by dodging them all, which isn't particularly difficult, thankfully. On top of the tower, we'll get to fight Topper, one of the evil brutals that Bowser hired to defeat us. Watch out after jumping on his head, as a ring of evil coins will appear. Wait for those to vanish, and jump one more time on his head to defeat this boss. Next up is the Cascade Kingdom, and this is where you'll learn that there are evil coins pretty much everywhere. Walking in tall grass, touching a rock, defeating an enemy, those are all things that we take for granted while playing the game. But for a run without a coin, well, we cannot do these things anymore. Thankfully, breaking this rock with the chain chomp doesn't give us any coins, so we can get our first power moon. Can't say the same thing about this rock over there, which gives us 1 coin. Ugh, this is gonna be a fun challenge, guys, I promise. Make sure not to touch this coin as you aim the chain chomp on this wall, and you get to climb up this 2D section. Oh, spoiler alert, some of those brick blocks contain evil coins, so watch out for that as well. On top of this kingdom awaits Madame Broom, a very easy boss. Basically, every time you hit her with the chain chomp, a bunch of coins appear, but they're so far away from you that it's easy not to touch them. I was still missing 1 power moon after the fight though, but there's 1 more over there just waiting to be picked up. So with those 4 moons in hand, we can make our way to the next kingdom. The Sand Kingdom awaits, and not collecting a single coin takes away the opportunity to play this fun mini game, which is a bummer. Oh, and if you are thinking about defeating enemies with Cappy to avoid collecting coins, that is also out of the question. Guess it is also going to be a pacifist run. Any Undertale fans in the room? No? Okay. As we make our way to the top of this world, there are going to be a couple of coins on our path, but they're usually not that difficult to dodge. And using triple jumps and Cappy, we can often just make our way up ledges and across gaps, which is pretty useful. We'll soon reach a problematic part though, because to go up this big tower, you need to go through this 2D section, which isn't a problem at first, up until you reach the very top. Uh-oh, how can I go up those platforms without touching a coin? Well, simply put, you can't. We cannot reach the objective on top of this tower. is this the end of the quest? Well, no, because in Super Mario Odyssey, you don't actually have to beat those objectives at all. You can simply collect the required amount of moons to move on to the next kingdom. And thankfully for us, the Sand Kingdom is filled with moons to collect. Some are well hidden, others are in plain sight, but if you're being careful, you can usually collect them without having coins in your way. Some power moons are obviously more difficult to collect, like this one down this cave, because you need Cappy to move up, but Cappy can also collect those golden circles of coins. Ugh. Going across this big gap seems impossible at first, but just do a very epic long jump and you'll get to grab even more power moons. To be frank, this kingdom is so vast and huge that it's actually super easy to get all of the moons required to move on, and this is exactly what we're going to do. Welcome to the Lake Kingdom, a tiny world that only requires us to get 8 moons, and collecting those will be quite easy. There aren't a lot of coins on your path in here, and swimming is made way easier if you just capture a cheap. Watch out if you decide to get the moon shards, because to get this one, you'll need to break the top left box only, as the other boxes contain evil coins. I decided to fight the Brutals to get my final power moons, and just like the first time, they explode into coins after taking damage, so make sure to dive away from them as fast as you can. And with that dude out of here, we have enough moons to make our way to the next world. The Wooden Kingdom is up, and this one is going to feature a couple of annoyances for this quest. First off, it's full of tall grass and bushes, and walking over those automatically gives you a coin, so you'll have to be wary of that. Before you enter the actual kingdom, make sure to grab this moon by catching the bunny, as it's a freebie. Defeating this big piranha plant automatically gives out 6 evil coins, so make sure to stay away from those if you want to be safe. As we make our way to and up the Sky Garden Tower, there's going to be a couple moons to collect, and there ain't a lot of coins on the way, so no worries. Oh hey, it's another brutal fight, and guess what? They explode into coins after you hit them. As usual, dive away from those coins after a hit, and you'll soon win another multi-moon. As you now make your way up the kingdom, you'll get to meet the most annoying enemy for this quest, the Sherm, or as I like to call it, the annoying tank I really dislike, okay? See, here's the problem with Sherm. They try to shoot you, and sometimes they shoot rocks, boxes, or they even shoot each other. And if a Sherm kills another Sherm, who gets the dirty coin of death? You do, for some reason that I still can't explain. Like I'm all the way up there, and they shoot each other over there. Why do I get the coin? Making your way up this wall is super annoying, because you need to make sure that the Sherm won't shoot each other as you make your way up there. This is actually easier said than done, but after a couple of tries, I managed to do it. The flower boss is super easy to defeat and doesn't feature a single coin, so with that bad boy out of the way, we finally have enough moons to make it to the next world. As we make our way to the Metro Kingdom, we get attacked by the big bad evil Bowser, and this leads us to a fight against this mad lad in the Cloud Kingdom. Thankfully, there are a grand total of 0 coins in this world, so just beat Bowser like you normally would and you're gonna be good. Sadly for us, even though we clearly won during the gameplay, well, the cutscene actually features us getting our butt kicked once again and we fall to our demise, the Lost Kingdom. This world starts off with us losing our boy Cappy, but getting him back is actually super easy. Just precisely ground pound this platform without touching the deadly coin and make your way to this big bad bird, and voila, we got Cappy back. Whew. Thankfully, once we get him back, we'll realize that this kingdom isn't too difficult to complete. Sure, there are annoying coins here and there, but there's always more than enough room to dodge them and collect power moons. Not gonna lie, I was pretty proud of this epic jump to get to Captain Toad, and I had to show you guys just to brag about my Mario skills. I mean, that's so cool! I eventually managed to get all of the power moons required to repair the Odyssey, and on that note, we can finally get to the Metro Kingdom. This kingdom actually looked more fun in the trailer. Now it's all dark and gloomy. Turns out that our pal Bowser decided to attack the city prior to us arriving, and now it is up to us again to save the world. What a day. Avoid those evil coins and make your way to the actual city, and you'll soon realize that this kingdom is going to be a pain in the butt. Why? Well, it contains sherms again. Uh-oh. As you can see, sherms tend to find all sorts of ways to give out coins, even with you not even moving or anything. Wow, that was kinda cheap, game. Seriously though, the sherm are actually rage-inducing during that segment, because you have to watch for them at all times. They keep shooting each other, shooting boxes, shooting enemies, and you always get the coin of shame. I mean, look at this here. I'm just minding my own business on this building, and boom, I get a coin. That's super cheap. My tip to beat this section over there was to capture the sherm and leave them be, because after you capture them and leave, they get stunned for a moment, and at least they're not shooting other enemies while in that state. This part with the 6 sherms was actually really annoying, as they kept shooting each other, but if you simply run to the right side and roll as fast as you can, they'll eventually be out of the camera view, and when that happens, they don't seem to shoot anything anymore, so you're good to go. Making our way up those stairs is quite annoying and requires a super scary cappy jump, but it is possible. But if you thought this was the hard part, well, wait until we enter that building over there. Welcome to the new Donk City Interior Hall, or as I like to call it, Hell. Seriously, my dudes, this is the hardest part of the entire game. Everything here is out to give you coins. There are tons of blocks, lots of invisible coins, those micro Goombas enemies that you cannot touch, jump on or hit with Cappy, or else they give you coins. Oh, and it's full of those Bowser posters, and they also give out a coin if you touch them using Cappy. There's also lots of regional purple coins on your path, as well as pits you can fall into. Like, seriously, this one single tower took me a good hour to beat. And once I got just a little bit further in the stage, I still had lots of very scary jumps to do, especially this one over there. Thankfully, I got a power moon in that chest, so that's pretty cool. After a million tries, I made my way to this part, and I just decided to YOLO run out of here. And it worked! Yay! Time for the boss. And this boss has to be defeated by capturing a sherm. There ain't no coins in there, so it's gonna be an easy fight, right? Wait, what? I got a coin? Wait, replay the footage. Where? How? I don't get it. What? Well, here's the explanation. After you shoot down the boss, if an enemy is on the screen, it gets destroyed. And what happens when an enemy dies? You get a coin. Look how far this sherm is from me, and I still get a coin. Thankfully, I managed to find a big brain way to defeat the boss without getting that deadly coin. Just capture the first sherm, and then immediately get out and capture the second one. As you can see, the first sherm is stunned and confused, and eventually it will just vanish and disappear. This is when you can finally shoot the boss down and avoid getting a coin. Yay! After that one gimmick is done, the rest of this fight is pretty straightforward, and we can finally save the kingdom and bring back daytime. Thankfully, the Metro Kingdom is way easier during the daytime, and getting all of the moons required to leave is super simple. You'll be doing many activities, such as jump roping, playing with a remote control car, gathering musicians for Mayor Pauline, sitting on benches and talking with lonely dudes, exploring sewers, climbing towers, doing scary pole jumps, and there's even this part where it's, yeah, no, don't do that. You're not practicing social distancing, Mario. That's not cool. And once more, Captain Toad is going to give us our final moon, and on that note, the Metro Kingdom is finally complete. It was literally the most difficult part of this challenge so far, but we did it. Time to leave this beautiful city and go to the Snow Kingdom, which is gonna be a pretty cold one. The Snow Kingdom starts with us dodging coins during a snowstorm, but it's pretty easy to do. Enter Shiveria by jumping in this pit, and you'll be able to get a moon on this pile of boxes over there. To gather more moons, you'll need to beat the 4 trials of this town, and for the most part, those rooms are pretty easy to complete without touching a single coin. Sure, there's going to be coins and golden rings on your way, but there's always a way to just move around those and grab the power moons. And that goes for all of the challenges, even those that look way scarier. Trust me, they are not if you're just being careful. We'll also have to fight a brutal boy again, and the fight is exactly the same as the previous one, so you know the drill. Grab the final moon inside of this chest, and on that note, we can leave this kingdom without even saving it from the evil snowstorm. Oh well. Seaside Kingdom is up, and it feels good not to be freezing anymore. 10 power moons are required to leave this kingdom, and those won't be too difficult to get. Basically, you can gather lots of those by just making your way across the map and discovering the checkpoint flags. I gotta admit that avoiding those spiky boulders while dodging the coins was a little bit scary, but it is possible. The funny thing about this kingdom is that you're normally supposed to attack this mollusque lanceur and defeat him eventually, but for this quest, we don't even need to fight him, as there's more than enough power moons in the kingdom for us to just leave him be. Goodbye, mollusque lanceur, don't cause any trouble, okay my dude? Next up is the Luncheon Kingdom, and this one does contain a couple of coins to dodge, but there's usually enough space to dodge them and gather the power moons. There are lots of moons to grab in this kingdom, so be ready to spend a little while here. There's also going to be a brutal fight, but these are not even a challenge anymore. To make our way across this lava lake, we have to activate a switch, and to do so, we need to capture a hammer bro and break these cheese blocks. Sadly, some of those delicious looking cheese blocks contain evil coins, so my tip here is to grab a hammer bro and quickly make your way behind the cheese there. Break only those 2 blocks and you'll be able to activate the lever and get the moon. Grabbing the multi-moon in the stew is fairly easy, and with that done, you'll unlock the rest of the world. There's gonna be more moons to get and more coins to dodge, but it's usually not that difficult. Oh, and if you're thinking about fighting the chef bird in the stew, well, just don't. All of those ingredients you see contain a dirty coin, and it doesn't matter if you touch them or if the boss breaks them, you still get the coins. It is impossible. But thankfully, this world contains more than enough moons so that you don't even need to beat the boss. With all of those power moons in hand, we can leave this tasty looking world and head over to the Bowser Kingdom. Uh-oh, here comes Bow Bow, and he's riding a giant dragon, and we're dead again! Yay! The Rune Kingdom is just a boss fight, so you can easily beat this one without ever getting a single coin. Yay! Alright, now that this is done, we go to Bowser's Kingdom for real this time. This world starts off easy and doesn't have that many coins in your path. In fact, getting the first power moon is super simple. This world only gets a little bit more difficult once you reach this part here where there are bombs, boxes, and those Pokio bird enemies. You probably know where I'm going with that. Some of those boxes contain coins, and if you break them with the bombs, well, you get that dirty coin. And if a Pokio explodes because of a bomb, well, you also get the dirty coin. Now, maybe you were not aware of that, but you don't actually need the bomb to break the boxes. You can actually use Pokio's spike attack to break the box. Sure, it takes a million hits, but this is way better to do than to get a dirty coin because of the explosion of the bomb, am I right? Defeat the 2 Brutals to open up the door and make your way up this moving wall while dodging the coins, and you'll get to the epic boss fight against this big robot. You need to use Pokio's beak attack to break the metal from the robot legs and then climb up and do a ground pound attack on the Brutals. While this is not that difficult to do, once you attack the boss, you are given a coin if there's a Pokio on the floor. Oh yay, this great mechanic from the Metro Kingdom made a comeback. It took me a long time to complete this boss, but my best strategy was to just leave the Pokio on the floor and wait for it to despawn before ground pounding the Brutals. Doing that prevents you from getting evil coins. And if you want to go the extra mile and be a super gamer, try to climb back on the robot straight away after attacking it. It is super difficult, but it's actually the best way to avoid collecting coins by accident. After I finally killed this boss, I was lacking a couple of power moons, but they're pretty easy to collect without touching a single coin, so it is now time to go on the moon, the last stop of the day. So, to beat the Moon Kingdom, you're normally meant to make your way across this path and enter this big cave that is full of lava, dry bones, enemies, and most importantly, evil sherm tanks that give out evil coins without you even realizing it. But you know, I just didn't have the patience to deal with them anymore, so I just made my way around this path and did this bada beam, bada boom, bada wow epic gamer jump, and there we go. We actually skipped the cave. Thank you so much, speedrunners, for that amazing strat. Big love. Ew, a pile of coin. That's dirty. Alright, time to enter the church and crash that wedding. The fight against Bowser is exactly like the Cloud Kingdom one, meaning there is not a single coin on your way. Punch Bowser enough times and we did it! We saved the princess, and all of this without touching it. Oh wait. Well, it is time to become Bowser and finish the game once and for all. During this final escape section, you'll be pleased to know that there is not a single coin on your way, so just avoid the falling boulders from the sky and you'll soon break this block, and there we go. We did it for real! We completed Super Mario Odyssey and we got friend-zoned by Princess Peach in the process. Epic! So, is it actually possible to beat Super Mario Odyssey without touching a single coin? Yes, it is! To be honest, besides the annoying Metro Kingdom part and the Tower of Death, this wasn't the most difficult challenge I've attempted. If you're looking for a fun one next time you play Mario Odyssey, I suggest you try this challenge. Oh, and if you do, make sure to buy the t-shirt because the rules are simple. Thanks a lot for watching this video, my dudes. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to subscribe and to hit the bell to know when I post a new video. Give this one a like and tap the cards on screen if you want to get your t-shirt before it's too late and gone. And if you want to watch more videos, well, you can also click one of those right now. Alright guys, I'll see you in the next one.